Alright, hey guys, what's up, and welcome to a pretty cool video. So today's video we're going to be talking about my history with PC gaming. So this is going to be kind of like a talking head type video. I think that's what they call it, at least. You kind of have two options really as to how you want to watch this video. As you can see, I got my webcam in a corner and I got some gameplay up in the background. So if you just want to listen to me talk and enjoy the gameplay, feel free to do that. But if you want to minimize the video and just hear the audio of me talking, feel free to do that as well. So this video is hopefully pretty cool. Not really going to be making too much jump cuts probably with the camera or anything like that, but basically we're going to be going over my history with PC gaming. I'm going to try to leave console gaming out of this one as much as possible so that I can make another video talking about my history with console gaming. I got this idea from ReviewTechUSA. I think he did a video on it a while back, but I recently watched it, enjoyed it, and thought it'd be cool to share my history with PC gaming and things like that. So we're gonna get into this. I have a list of things that hopefully keep me on track. Hopefully I can hit every nail of when I did the PC gaming history stuff, I guess. So let's go ahead and start this off. So first off, talk about when I was born. I was born on November 1st, 1997, and if I'm not mistaken, back in that time, PC gaming really wasn't as maybe relevant as you could say. Maybe that's probably the wrong word, but it definitely, from what I understand, wasn't as big as it is now. Because for one, I didn't really know you could get into PC gaming all the way up until middle school. I didn't find out about really gaming on a PC as a primary form of gaming until I was in middle school. So like I said, I was born in 97 and I grew up with consoles. So I grew up with all sorts of consoles that I'll probably talk about that in the other video. But basically, when I grew up with consoles. I played some games on the PC. And keep in mind, I was a kid, so I didn't really realize you could play a bunch of games on PC. But I played some games. I played like a racing game. And then, if you don't remember, back in the day, Taco Bell used to have games that would come with, like, I guess the kid meals and things like that. They were little like dirt bike games and stuff like that. If I can find pictures of both the racing game I played and some of the games from Taco Bell, I'll put them up on the screen. But that was really my only, experience with PC gaming as a child. I mainly played consoles, like I said. I'll mention one of them, and that's the PlayStation 2. That was my primary console for a while. I'll talk about that and probably more if I do the console video. But it wasn't really until middle school when I realized you could really play some crazy games on PC, or well, pretty much all of them. So going into middle school, played consoles, as you know, and I played my first PC game, my first real PC game on my dad's laptop. I had a friend who was actually pretty big into PC gaming. He kind of introduced me to it, my friend Kieran. You've seen him on the channel like a long ass time ago. He's pretty much the one that I can credit with getting me into PC gaming, because he had a laptop in middle school, and one of the games that he played was Far Cry 2, and I ended up purchasing Far Cry 2 on PC, and I didn't have a computer of my own, so I played it on my dad's laptop. I don't remember how it ran or anything like that, but that was my first real taste of playing a true game on PC, and I thought it was awesome. I thought it was really cool. I wanted to play more games on computers and things like that. So I was a kid in middle school, so I talked to my parents and they agreed to buy me a laptop. So I got my first laptop, and the story behind this laptop is pretty crappy, because keep in mind, just got into it, just wanted to get into PC gaming. I knew nothing about computers at the time, so I didn't know what to look for in a laptop. I didn't know that I should build a desktop. I just knew I wanted a computer, and a laptop made sense because I could take it with me when I go into high school, when I'm doing coding classes and computer classes and stuff like that. So we went to a Radio Shack, which I'm pretty sure Radio Shack is dead in the water right now. We go to Radio Shack and we started talking to the guy about getting a computer for gaming, or a laptop for gaming. This guy, basically, I swear to God, this is 100% true. I'm not making this up. He told me and my father that one of the things you want to look at in a gaming laptop is the RAM. And he pointed us to a laptop, which was a Toshiba Satellite. I can't remember the price of it. I think it was maybe $400 or something like that. I can't remember. He pointed us towards this Toshiba Satellite and said, this thing has 4 gigs of RAM. This computer will last you for the next 10 years, which is completely false. As you know, games nowadays, not only do they ask for 8 gigabytes minimum, but sometimes you might as well just have 16 to get the best experience out of the game. So basically, we ended up getting that laptop, and my friend at the time was playing Fallout 3 on his computer. And apologies if you can hear any background noise. This mic kind of likes to pick up background noise sometimes. But anyways, he had Fallout 3 on his laptop. I had Fallout 3 on the PS3. So my experience with Fallout 3 was stuck to the console. Obviously, you couldn't do console commands and you couldn't do mods. And he introduced me to what you could do with console commands on Fallout 3, like God mode, adjusting the FOV and stuff like that. And playing the game on a computer fascinated me. So that was the first game, and kind of the main reason why I ended up getting that Toshiba satellite. Of course, I did play Far Cry 2 on it as well, because I did have that game. But we ended up getting a laptop, and obviously it wasn't a powerhouse. It had an i3 dual-core processor. I don't know the exact one. A very low gigahertz, obviously, and 4 gigs of RAM. Which was pretty bad. So it was running off Intel HD 3000 graphics, which are pretty awful for running any type of game. Surprisingly, it ran Fallout 3 decently well to my memory. I don't have the computer anymore. I can't test it out. But upon launching the game, there was an error. I experienced my first issue with PC gaming right off the bat. I needed to get a .dll file for Fallout 3 to get it to run on the Toshiba satellite, but I got it running, started playing it on there, really enjoyed it, and then I discovered two big things for me at the time: Minecraft and Steam. I think I discovered Steam first. I remember I got Steam, figured out it was, you know, the place to get games for PC, and ended up downloading Hitman 2 and Hitman Blood Money. Hitman Blood Money I don't think ran on the Toshiba satellite, but but my phone's going off over here. Apologies for that. I'm gonna throw it over here. This is definitely a video with interruptions, it seems. But anyways, got Steam. I got both those Hitman games. I think the only one that ran was Hitman 2. And then I discovered Minecraft. I heard about that at school, heard people talking about it. Before I even got the laptop, I was actually playing like Minecraft clones on my phone. And I finally got Minecraft on that laptop for my birthday, I think. I don't remember what year, but I ended up getting it. Sorry for getting acid reflux over here, but I ended up getting Minecraft on the computer again. Apologies for the background noise if you guys can hear anything here. But got Minecraft and started playing it on this really crappy Toshiba laptop. I think it ran at like probably like 30 frames per second, all on low, looked terrible, but I freaking just loved the crap out of Minecraft, got into tech it and stuff like that. And unfortunately, the laptop kind of started to shit the bed a little bit. I'm not exactly sure what happened to it. I think there was an overheating issue with a component inside of the computer. I don't know which one. Like I said, I don't have the computer anymore. Started overheating. The Windows installation got kind of buggy, and the laptop just started to shit the bed. So talked to my parents again. I was a kid, so I didn't have any money of my own, and I ended up getting my second laptop. Didn't think to go desktop. I still didn't know too much about computers at the time, but I got my second laptop, which was the laptop I started this YouTube channel with, my HP Envy M6, which was a big piece of crap. Had an AMD A10, I think it was a 4600M APU with integrated AMD graphics. I think the 7660G was the integrated graphics on that. I'm not entirely sure, to be completely honest with you. And it had 6 gigs of RAM. Played Minecraft a lot better. Not much else. I also got my first real gaming mouse with this, because on the Toshiba I was playing one of those miniature fucking Logitech mice. I got my first gaming mouse. It was a Steel Series mouse. I think it was their Kana brand, which I think is no longer made. Good mouse though, very good mouse. Started playing more games when I got that PC other than Minecraft, and I actually started getting into YouTube as well with that computer. I made my first channel, which was Idea Tech Games, with my friend Chris. That kind of fell through, and I made this one. That happens a little later though. But anyways, when I got the computer, you know, made YouTube channel, like I said, started playing a few more games. The computer couldn't really handle really anything, but I started playing games like CSGO, Left 4 Dead 2, and DayZ over the years. I did DayZ videos on the channel, I did CSGO videos, and I played Left 4 Dead a bit, and there were some other games that aren't really entering my mind right now that I did play on that computer. And it lasted a pretty good while. Like I said, I started the YouTube channel on it. I started making videos on it. It was pretty crappy. My video quality was crappy. It still kind of is crappy, but that's okay. But it ran for a good while. I got it in 2012, I believe, and I stopped using it in 2017 when I got yet another laptop. See, this time around I actually knew about PCs, but I couldn't afford a desktop. My mother, she's very gracious enough to buy me another laptop, which was a CyberPower PC Tracer 15, which was a little bit better than the other computer. I have the specs pulled up here. This CyberPower laptop, which I kind of use as my secondary PC now, has 1 terabyte hard drive, 128 gigabyte SSD, an i7 6700 HQ, and a GTX 965M 4 gig card. So it was definitely a big upgrade over the other laptop, which was kind of a piece of crap. But I started playing a lot more PC games around this time, because with the I hit the mic, sorry, with the HP, I still had to play on consoles because I couldn't play new games on that laptop. It just wouldn't work. You're not going to see me playing Battlefield 4 on the HP NVM6. It ran at like 10 frames per second probably when I tried the Battlefield 4 beta, so there's no way I was playing any AAA titles on it that were new. I was really stuck to playing older games, which sucked, but oh well. But when I got the new laptop, I could play some more intensive games, and I started playing a lot more PC games that were more intensive, and games that I had in my Steam library that either HP Envy couldn't run or they didn't run very well. So that was when I really started to focus a lot more on PC gaming. And then finally I got a job, because I got that computer, actually that laptop I got was in December of 2016. So finally I got a job that paid a bit more and added more income to my status, because the job I had ever since 2015, I didn't really make a lot of money a week. I was paying for my own gas. I didn't have a lot of money to save and put towards games or computers and stuff like that. So I got another job, and I finally had enough money. I was getting around to the point where I was actually trying to save up for a desktop PC, and I saw that a old friend of mine from high school was selling his desktop PC setup, basically everything with it. He was selling it for $750, and that's how I bought my first used desktop PC. I'll try to put some pictures up. I did make a video on this PC as well, which I'll link down below in the description. The specs on it were pretty good for me for the price, and it came with a lot of extra stuff, like things I didn't even need, like 2 monitors, which I am using one of them right now as my second monitor. It came with a keyboard that I can sell, a mouse that I can use as a backup. It came with another Blue Yeti mic, the one I'm using right here, and I sold that one already. And it came with everything as well as the PC. So the specs at the time of getting the PC were a 5 terabyte hard drive he pulled out of an external drive. Not sure why he did that. I added myself a 120 gigabyte SSD, 16 gigs of DDR4, 2133 RipJaws 5, I think, a Hyper 212 Evo LED, CPU cooler, an i5 6500, and a GTX 1063 gig card that came out of an HP Omen. It's a pretty shitty card. It kind of doesn't run very cool. I'd love to upgrade that. But that was the first desktop PC I ever bought, and like I said, the first upgrade I did to it was in fact the SSD. After using the laptop which had an SSD, there was no way I was going back to using just the mechanical hard drive. So I bought the SSD, and then I did my second upgrade, which was a much needed upgrade, and that was a new case, because I'll put pictures up of it. The case that this computer came in was very bad. He didn't really take care of the PC very well. There's a lot of dust in the fans, a lot of cat hair because he was a cat owner, so the top fan was basically broken. The bearing was bad on the top fan, making rattling noise. A very terrible case, very, very poor cable management, and it looked pretty terrible. So I was like, I have to get a new case. So I bought the Fractal Design Mesh 5C dark tempered glass case. I bought 2 140mm fans for the intake, which are Corsair fans, the AF140s with red LEDs. Those are in the front of the case, pulling air through, big ass fans. And then I have 2 of the Fractal Design, the 2 fans that came in the case, as exhaust fans. And the airflow is great. And then I did my most recent PC upgrade, actually only a few days ago, if you think about it. So I changed my CPU cooler from the Hyper 212 Evo, which if I pick it up, as you can't see this, there's a lot of dust in there, and like I said, it wasn't properly maintained. As you can see, here's the fan for the Cooler Master. I tried to dust it when I had a can of compressed air. Didn't work very well, but my cousin Sean got an AIO for his build, and he was willing to give me his CryoRig H7 CPU cooler as long as I bought him lunch when he came over to give it to me. So now I have a new CPU cooler. The PC build is coming together quite nicely. So that is pretty much my history of PC gaming. Hopefully it all made sense and I didn't miss anything important. But it's great now that I know a lot more about PCs. I love technology. I love computers. It's so much better now knowing what not to get and what to get and things like that. As far as upgrades for this current computer, I'm planning a lot of stuff. Let me tell you, a lot of stuff. So now that I have the new case, I plan on getting upgraded to Ryzen at some point because I'm on Skylake right now, a little older, not a very beefy CPU. I'd love to get on the Ryzen platform. Probably would want to go I'd want to go balls to the wall, of course, like a 2700X or whatever else comes out in the future because I can't afford it right now. And I'd like to get obviously a way better graphics card, add some RGB to it maybe, and make it a pretty awesome PC build. But as for that pretty much sums up this video. I also forgot to mention, at some point after getting a CyberFire PC computer, I actually, after I got the HP Envy, I got right at the SteelSeries Kana. I forgot to mention this, I'm very sorry, but after I got the SteelSeries Kana mouse, I had the HP Medium 6, I bought a new mouse, which was a Corsair M65 gaming mouse, and I got a cheap like $10 gaming keyboard to replace the HP wireless one I was using at the time. And now I have the Logitech G910. I think it's the Orion spec. I don't know if that's what the mouse is called. I don't know, the names are kind of confusing, but I got the G910 and the G502 gaming mouse. They are fucking fantastic, and of course the Blue Yeti is right here as well. I got that when I got the CyberFire PC computer as well. So we got this, we got fucking bomb ass keyboard and mouse, we got this monitor, which I also got when I right before I got the desktop. Actually, I bought this monitor. 60 hertz refresh rate, 1 millisecond response time, 1080p generic Asus monitor. I kind of forgot to mention those things. I think that's pretty much all I have to really mention for my history of PC gaming. That pretty much is going to wrap this video up. So I plan on doing one of these videos for console gaming because I can talk a lot about the console stuff as well. Hopefully it won't take 17 minutes like this one is taken, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video nonetheless. I don't think I missed anything with my history of PC gaming. I think I hit everything that I wanted to. If you guys want to talk about your experience with PC gaming, either make a video and link me to it or comment it below down in the description. I'd love to hear about your experience with PC gaming or console gaming, whichever kind of gaming you do, even if you play on a goddamn mobile phone. Tell me about your experience with gaming. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Probably not the best gameplay, but hopefully you enjoyed it anyways. And that's gonna wrap this video up, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. So let's roll the dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm on my drive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go for the win.